On January 9, 2026, Saab announced that it had received an order for its Trackfire remote weapon station. The order, placed by Sweden's procurement agency, the FMV, will serve both the Swedish Army and the Navy's Amphibious Battalion 2030 program, which is an ongoing defense project aimed at developing the future amphibious forces within the Swedish Armed Forces. Since this Amphibious Battalion 2030 project is new to us, we thought we'd take a closer look at it for today's video. First of all, we have to say that it's intriguing that official information about this project, published to the Marine Commando website, is in the English language, while every other part of this website is in Swedish. One has to wonder about the reasoning for this. Nevertheless, Sweden's FMV also has a webpage full of information about this project, but in the local language. Anyway, Swedish Amphibious Battalion 2030, also known as Amfbat 2030, is a program to develop the Swedish amphibious forces in order to improve their ability to meet increased threats and the demands of the country's ongoing NATO integration. The program says that it will, during the coming years, introduce a number of new platforms with sea-mobile data-centric weapon and sensor systems. The Amfbat 2030 project has apparently been in development since 2015 in close cooperation between the Armed Forces of Sweden, the Swedish Defence Research Agency, or FOI, and the Swedish Defence Materiel Administration, or FMV. The result of the collaboration between these groups is a concept with a number of small sea-based platforms with sensor, weapon, and command and control systems that gives the battalion the ability of joint arms operation within the battalion, together with other units of the Swedish Armed Forces and its NATO allies. The three core principles behind the Swedish Marine Battalion 2030 are interoperability, movement, and disbursement. It's said that Sweden's close proximity to Russia and the extensive archipelagos of the Nordic/Baltic arena make dispersion a natural tactic for protection. Such a strategy, of course, puts great demands on mobility and combined arms operations to create sufficient firepower. And so a number of maritime sensor, weapons and command and control systems are currently being developed and procured by FMV, including Sea Mobile Artillery System, or Mortar boat, Sea Mobile Sensor System, Sea Mobile Air Defense System, Sea Mobile Anti-Ship System, Sea Mobile Command System, and finally a Sea Mobile Logistics System. One of the first systems under development is a mortar boat with the gyro-balanced 120mm Patria Nemo mortar system as the main weapon system. These are to complement the Marines and their CB-90 landing craft, which constitute the mainstay of the force. The Swedish Armed Forces says that this type of seaborne indirect fire provides it with an increased ability to combat the enemy in an archipelago environment with many islands and obscured visibility. It's added that with handheld grenade launchers, a regrouping of a couple of kilometers can take several hours to complete, while the new artillery platforms will be able to move and be ready to fire in a few minutes. Sweden officially placed its order for 8 of these mortar ships in 2023. Naval News highlighted that in 2022 the plan was for 12 vessels to be delivered between 2025 and 2030, preceded by 2 training systems in 2024 and 2025. However, the following year the plan was adjusted to just 8 vessels, delivered starting in 2027 and finishing in 2028. In addition to 8 mortar vessels, ArmyTechnology.com stated that FMV's order includes 2 Patria Nemo container systems, where each container operates as a fully standalone mortar unit, as it includes all the necessary features: the weapon, ammunition, and crew protection. It's added that the Swedish Marines are constantly adding warfighting capabilities. For example, in 2024, the Gatling-type machine gun M134 minigun from Dillon Aero, KSP-18B, was added to increase the force's ability to quickly suppress hostile actors in close proximity. And so, getting back around to the original piece of news that inspired this video, Saab's Trackfire Remote Weapon Station, or RWS, is a fully stabilized, remotely operated dual weapon station that claims to offer pinpoint accuracy while on the move, whether mounted on naval vessels, land vehicles, or stationary defense positions. The FMV order includes the new Trackfire Ares, or Aerial Response RWS, equipped with the 30x113mm M230 LF Bushmaster chain gun as its primary weapon, which provides effective anti-drone, or CUAS, capability. The order value is approximately 1.5 billion Swedish krona, and deliveries will take place between 2026 and 2028. So, what do you think of Sweden's plan to increase its coastal defense capabilities? Let us know by leaving a comment.